Hello, I'm EnterElysium and welcome to Let's Play Total War 3 Kingdoms, not Total War 3 Kingdoms as I keep saying. Anyway, Total War 3 Kingdoms is out in about a week's time, and it's the latest Total War game. Those of you who don't know what Total War is, it is a strategy game where you've got a campaign map that's turn-based, and when you get into a battle, you go to a tactical map, depending on where you are, which you have a real-time combat where you can order units around, move and flank, and engage with huge numbers of people. Now, of course, as you might have guessed already, Total War 3 Kingdoms is set in China during the Romantic era, and it means you have all these high-flying, big-name figures such as Lu Bu, Liu Bei, Dong Zhuo, Cao Cao. I'm probably pronouncing a lot of them wrong because my entire real knowledge of that era in China comes from Dynasty Warriors, which I imagine is the same for a lot of you, but I wish I knew a lot more about the Chinese era of that time, because one thing I do know is that there was an amazing population graph that someone shared on Twitter a while ago. And yeah, about like a third of the population of the world died or something crazy at one point. And I was like, why is that? And it turned out that it was because of the wars in China that, never get taught really about in the Western world. At least, I certainly didn't. So we're going to dive in and we'll be playing a new campaign as Cao Cao. Now, Cao Cao is the easiest here, but Cao Cao also has a slightly different play style. And it's a figure who I at least know, and I think a lot of people know because he's one of the leaders from the Total War games, along with Lu Bu and I think Sun Jian. Those are the three main leaders. Also because he starts off pretty central, and he's a good, easy start with some pretty strong cavalry.
Cao Cao watches dynasties fall and tyrants rise.
Is it Tao Tao?
He has seen power slip into the hands of the undeserving. And through the chaos, plots a path back to order by his hand.
Cool. So, each different faction actually has a special resource. We have credibility. Credibility is our special resource. It basically ticks up over times, and we can use it to, incite proxy wars. We can make it, we can use it to diplomatic relations and stuff. Like, we can go to someone and we can be like, aha, that person over there totally wants you dead. And we can undermine their trust. We can also use it in the inverse way, and we can, increase their trust with people. So basically, you can try and get people to fight each other. Right, we also get some special cavalry that's expensive. This is really expensive cavalry. It's really good, though. And of course, we do get farming garrisons. Soldiers farm the land to supply food for your army, simultaneously defending it and increasing the food yield in the area. And Tuntian conscription. Conscription raises troops and population, improving the efficiency of agricultural garrisons and increasing replenishment across your commanderies. Basically, a lot of soldiers with hoes, I guess. That sounded wrong. The whole concept of swords into plowshares, plowshares into swords, etc. The idea that in times of war you turn agricultural implements into military stuff. Cao Cao does both. Also, I imagine that people are probably going to be shouting in the comments right now telling me I'm pronouncing Cao Cao wrong. Feel free! I'm going to try and read the comments and at least get the main names right. Just type them phonetically or something. We've also got Zhao Dun and Zhao Yun. Now notice that they've got a general type. Champion, Vanguard. Slightly different focuses on what they do. In terms of options, we're going to start with the Romance mode on. There are 2 modes in Total War 3 Kingdoms. That pause is going to get weird. This is a big change and a departure, because of course in the romantic sort of stories about China, these generals made huge contributions. They would run into battle and slay thousands of enemies, etc. Of course, reality, they probably didn't do that. And it'd be a lot more like a normal Total War game if we played with the Records of the 3 Kingdoms. Records of the 3 Kingdoms, it's a lot more traditional Total War. So, generals have bodyguards, generals don't have special abilities, units get fatigued a lot more quickly. Whereas if we play the romantic version, Romance of the 3 Kingdoms, what we get is generals ride into battle as single powerful warriors who use larger-than-life abilities inspired by the feats in the Romance of the 3 Kingdoms. We also get character combat, you can duel someone. You can also do stuff like, as characters increase in rank, they become increasingly resilient. Basically, people don't die as easily. We're going to play with the Romance option just because it's new. And we're playing as Cao Cao, so he's not the most powerful guy. He does have a pretty powerful general with him, Zhao Dun. But we'll see. Anyway, China must be united. Start the campaign. We get minus upkeep for cavalry and 15 military supplies.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luoyang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. Opportunity glimmers in the darkness. One's weakness is another's strength. Cao Cao observes and prepares. The moment approaches. Order will be restored, no matter the cost.
That's a pretty cool intro video. Also, apparently, is Tao Tao.
China is in turmoil. The great empire of the Han, stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The Yellow Turbans, thousands strong, began raising their banners in rebellion and seizing commanderies across the realm. In response, generals loyal to the Emperor rose up and put down the rebellion.
Oh, I've got the Yellow Turban Rebellion
Yet,
DLC pack, by the way.
despite the victory,
Hence that.
the chaos only grew. With the corruption at the very heart of the Empire, the loyal generals stormed the Imperial Palace and killed the 10 eunuchs, the source of China's ills. In the madness, the warlord Dong Zhuo seized the Emperor. With the great warrior Lü Bu at his side, none dared oppose him. In response to Dong Zhuo's brazen display, treason some call it, a coalition of warlords rose up, led by the charismatic Yuan Shao, to save the Han. Faced with united opposition, Dong Zhuo retreated west to his stronghold of Chang'an, razing the old capital Luoyang to the ground as he fled. It is now the year 190 CE, and the coalition has all but collapsed. Warlords on all sides have seen opportunities to build their own fortunes from the chaos. Yellow Turban remnants still stalk the lands, seeking the age of the yellow sky, whilst soldiers of fortune feel the change of fate on the wind and strike out on their own. The scales shift, and China hangs in the balance.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so that's the TLDR on how we got here. Great Wall of China.
The flames have run their course. Luoyang is nothing but rubble now. It is the work of the tyrant Dong Zhuo, who now wields power unchecked. He absconds with the Emperor in tow. He is barbaric, but not altogether unwise. As long as he controls the court, he controls the Empire.
In peace, I shall be an able subject. In chaos, a crafty hero.
What of the coalition, my lord? They have...
The coalition is finished. They have lost their bite. But perhaps they can be rallied into something resembling their old strength. It seems that I must be the blade of China's justice. There is no other who can. Man's span of life, whether long or short, depends not on heaven alone.
Oh. Okay. Right. Hello, this is us. And this is a general of the Han Empire. Yuan Han. Yan Han. Lord Tao Tao, you've been cast out by an enemy of the Empire. It's clear that only you have the capability to end Dongzhu's tyranny and bring peace. You can use the surging population and pliable peasantry of your homelands to advantage. Whilst vulnerable foes to the north may make expansion there beneficial, the time has come to increase your prestige and influence, then unite to what has been divided. Be wary of Yuan Shu to the west and Tao Qin to the east. Claim the neighboring Han Empire regions. Okay. Pursued by Dong Zhu's men, Tao Tao prefers to like. The coalition is finished. The tyranny of Dong Zuk endures despite your intentions. The time has come to look to other plans. Although you have returned home, there is little time to waste. The tyrant has sent hand forces to apprehend you. They must be defeated before you can look to our future. So basically, this is our objective. We get missions from time to time. This one is engage them in battle. We get a taste of victory. We get 30 military supplies and some morale, which, you know, seems pretty good. So getting used to the strategic camera in this is kind of weird, by the way. You hold left to pan instead of like middle mouse or right as I'm used to. Right, okay. So, right now, we've got 60 military supplies. This is our strength, the yellow bar. It's more than theirs. We're going to take you on. Balance of power in our favor.
I see China's future.
With our superior forces, our advisors predict a decisive victory. So we'll start the battle, actually fight it. Ooh, night battle. Oh, so when we get the night battle skill, we can actually check that to have a night battle. They will not receive reinforcements. They will take morale penalty, and their spotting ability will be diminished. That's pretty cool. Either way, though, we're going to start as we are.
China is in chaos. Yet through this chaos, I have found opportunity.
China's in chaos, and chaos is a ladder.
Bickering
Therefore, China is a ladder.
It makes them easier to order, to control.
Combining Tao Tao and Littlefinger, you get China is a ladder. So, what do we have over here? They have 2 units of sword-armed militia, saber militia. They've got archer militia, mounted saber militia, and then they've got Yuan Han himself. Okay. For ourselves, of course, though, we have 2 units of spear, guards, 2 units of saber militia, 2 units of horsemen, no archers, which is probably a mistake, and we've got Cao Cao here, who is our commander. Now, Zhao Dun is our champion. Definitely going to try and get like a duel going on. We'll start the battle. We've just got to make sure we engage, because they have archers, we don't.
Your general's performance in battle, and may even give them the edge they need over their enemies.
Ancillaries are basically like items and stuff you can get. Okay. Don't want to get quite into bow range yet.
Hooray!
Okay. Oh.
A duel is single combat between 2 generals. Troops will honor the duel and not interfere unless ordered otherwise.
Ooh. Relative strength negligible. We should be able to just kill him. If we accept quickly, we get hit points permanent. Morale. We'll accept.
I must prevail.
So right, they're going to have a duel now. Fine. I'm going to start having the cavalry flank around. And here goes the duel. Now, Tao Tao's ability is unyielding earth. That's so cool! Okay, well, we did get punched in the stomach. I'm not quite as keen on that part. We are winning, though. Okay, charge their cavalry.
Our victory grows ever closer.
Okay. Just move around the duel. Sorry, I need to get a picture of this. This is so cool. Did that attack hit, or? Whoa! Come on, win! Win the duel, you got this. Oh! Nice. I feel sorry for you. You can run this way. Okay, we're victorious. The enemy general falls. The archers are there. We're going to try and flank around and then charge their archers. And we'll activate Unyielding Earth. We get charge distance we don't need, but we get melee evasion. Right, charge.
Still yourselves.
Decrease speed, increase cooldown abilities. Meh. Right, we'll just spread out now. That's it. They're dead. Just got to crack this unit. Probably should have flanked around or done something funky.
What cowards!
My plan was actually to try and get you, my champion, into melee combat for that duel, but, you know, they offered me a duel. I'm going to take the duel. Tao Tao is a badass enough. Okay, I think we'll just claim victory here. We don't need to keep running after them. Decisive victory. I mean, we did outnumber them like 5-1, so.
It could end no other way.
We lost 50, they lost 300. Right, so we could either ransom them, get supplies, or go for replenishment. We could get 7% more troops. I'm just going to go with the ransom. The money might be good for us.
Let them go. It matters not. As one.
Pursued by Dongzhu's men, Tao Tao prepares to fight. We get a taste of victory. Awesome. The banner of war is raised and Tao Tao marches. You're safe now, Lord Tao Tao, but we cannot rest. The time has come to expand your rule. The nearby farmland is an opportunity waiting to be seized, and a chance to push back against those enthralled to Dongzhu. Conquer the nearby settlement. We get support from people, faction support, and public order. Okay. Glorious victory. We get experience as well. Nice. Okay. So, we have a whole load of money. We can upgrade Land Registry Office to Irrigated Farms or to a Food Trader. Food Trader makes more money but sacrifices food. I'm not sure we can afford to do that. We've only got 2 food at the moment. Or we could build something here. Or we could do Tuntian conscription. +2 starting rank for all recruits. Ooh. Improves new recruits and food. You know what? It's also cheap. It seems like a good idea. And we will be doing, like, recruiting and all that. So, sure. Tuntian conscription it is. Actually, no, we'll cancel that. We'll upgrade you to a large town. Then we'll do the Tuntian conscription. Now, we also have a livestock farm and farmland that's in this province. Because this is one large province, right? And this is the capital of it. And then we've got a livestock farm and a whole bunch of farmland, which we need to capture. So, obviously, our mission is to go here. And it is quite nearby. But let's have a quick look at Cao first. Tao. Right. Yes. So, Tao has a load of experience and points and all that jazz. No new skills to get as yet, but we also have a few things that we can equip. For instance, we've got the Trust of God, Tao's armor, Shadowrunner our horse, and then we can put a follower in and an accessory. We're going to do this straight away because give him all the buffs. Oh, he's also very happy right now. We could give you Herdsman. We get Wedge, Mobile Cavalry Formation, +2 Resolve. Or we could go Master Craftsman. Ooh. Expertise, Authority, 10% income from industry. Yeah, you. And then we'll either want to go for Discourse of State. We get Authority, Satisfaction, Corruption, Resolve, Satisfaction, and Military Supply. See, this one only applies if you are the faction leader, so we'll go for that one to reduce the corruption. And we'll keep the rest for maybe like another general that we hire. Yeah.
As I walk this land of homes and families, I see
Okay.
China's future.
So, I think this is a good place to actually end the first episode. I know we haven't done very much. There's a lot of setting the stage and stuff, and I know it's been a bit shorter episode than usual. If you do want to see more Total War 3 Kingdoms, let me know in the comments down below, like the video, etc. Like, you know, the liking and subscribing thing is always good, but especially when it is a new series to the channel with a new game, and particularly when I really actually haven't played Total War games on the channel before for some reason, do let me know, because it's always good to get that feedback to see if you actually want me to play more. And of course, you know, if you want to play a certain character, or you want to play a certain army, or you want to play a certain way, do leave the feedback down below. That's really, really useful. So for now, we're going to call it here. There will be more. Presumably people will want more. And until next time, I've been EnterElysium. Stay shiny.